It's time for the Doug Garrison Show. Tonight, Doug takes a look at the schedule of events for this year's Negaunee Pioneer Days. Some friends of Bay Cliff are here to talk about that great place and great fundraiser. There are some events on the calendar that Doug wants to remind you about. And Last Chance performs.
Hey, that's us!
And the Doug Garrison Show starts right now.
Tell the host 2 minutes. Stand by live to tape. Lighting to show level, please. Confirm front of house sound PFL. Roll tape on masters to all the places. Alright, let's clear the set. Cue John music, open stage mics, standby effects, standby CG, standby to open on 3, 2. Alright folks, let's have a good show. Stand by, roll it in.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. Thank you for the folks here at Up Front and Company and at home on Charter Channel 12 and Fox UP. I hope you're all enjoying this 4th of July week as much as I am. It's a great time to be with friends and family in the UP and celebrating all the parades and fireworks and all the food and fun. It's just a great time to be here. I wanted to take a step back. Last weekend, I think I mentioned it, and we had him on the show. I was able to participate in the celebrity golf outing for Beacon House, and I wanted to mention it because it was such a great time and such a great fundraiser for an excellent cause like Beacon House. I wanted to mention the people at Beacon House that put in so much time and do a great job with that. Kelly Berriangeli and Mary Tavernini Dowling and Sula Galley and Renee Prince and Cheryl Hosking and all those people from Beacon House that worked so hard all year long to put that thing together. They raise a lot of money for a good cause, and so much money that comes from Marquette and across the UP because people across the entire Upper Peninsula use Beacon House. And I particularly want to point out and mention Steve Mariucci and the Mariucci Family Foundation, the major title sponsors of this. You know, Steve does a great job, did a lot of work on it. He doesn't just put his name on this and let other people do the work. He works his butt off, and really I think he enjoys it. He gets a lot out of it. But it's certainly great to see one of our favorite sons come back and give back to the community like that. I want to mention, too, the title sponsors, Baco from Iron Mountain, MJ Electric from Iron Mountain, so many other local sponsors in Marquette and across the peninsula. And also the people who played, those people who ponied up some money to make sure that they were able to contribute to Beacon House. You know, I think they all feel get a good feeling from it, because not only do you contribute to Beacon House, but you walk away and say, hey, I had a great time. The celebrities that were here, we had some Packers, for you Packer fans. I got to talk to Robert Brooks and Edgar Bennett. There's Packer fans in the crowd. Got to hold Edgar Bennett's Super Bowl ring. Maybe as a Lions fan, I'll get to see one on the Lions someday. Bill Lambier was here from the Pistons, and Rick Mahorn, Jim McMahon from the Chicago Bears, and many other celebrities that give their time to this event. It was an excellent time, and it's certainly a case study for how to run a fundraiser for your local nonprofit agency. So a credit to all those people that contributed. Marquette Golf Club, Tom and Elizabeth Wallstrom doing the catering. Everybody did a great job, and it was a good time. We're going to talk about some other fundraisers coming up for things that are just as important as Beacon House. We're going to talk about some things going on at Bay Cliff, and we're also going to discuss activities to go on with Pioneer Days up in Negaunee in the upcoming weeks. And we've got a great band called Last Chance. So, a lot to get to tonight, so stick around. We'll be right back.
Zip. Zilch. Nada. Not a penny due when you drive away in your new Honda.
Make no down payment on this Honda Civic and pay only $220 a month.
With no first month's payment and 0 deposit.
Get this, not 1, not 10, but 26 times the Honda Accord has been voted a top 10 car. This one's just $250 a month with 0 due at signing.
Come pick out your new Honda at the new Riverside of Marquette.
The Doug Garrison Show is brought to you in part by Bell Hospital and Bell Rehab Services. Safely take the road to physical recovery with Bell Rehab Services. And by Marquette Golf Club, home of the classic heritage and award-winning Gray Walls golf courses. For rates and information, visit marquettegolfclub.com. The West End Update is presented by Fox Negaunee. Find new cars, used cars, and one of the area's most respected service departments at Fox Negaunee. Only the best. All right, our West End Update tonight features Pioneer Days. You know, with me is Wayne Johnson. Wayne, thanks for joining us. He's on the board of the Negaunee Irontown Association. Congratulations for that.
Thank you.
Way to step up. You know, I've heard about Pioneer Days, and I've actually been over to the fireworks, tremendous fireworks over at Teal Lake, but we'll get some details from you now. You tell me you've been on this board for 1 month.
Yeah, they are throwing me to the wolves.
Okay, well, you know what? You know, in for a penny, in for a pound. Once you're in, you're all the way in. So we're breaking you in tonight. Tell me some of the highlights of Pioneer Days. You know, you say you've grown up in Negaunee. This has been something you've been with every summer. What do you look forward to here?
Well, personally, obviously the major capstone to the entire Pioneer Days week is the fireworks, the Teal Lake fireworks, which are at dusk to close off the entire week.
Yeah.
The alumni softball tournament is a big draw for everybody. I look forward to it personally every year.
Are you one of the organizers of that?
I am. Actually, this year is my first year taking over duties. Myself and Jake Skews. He's been doing it for quite a few years now. And it's a full team effort. Without the entire board taking a lot of action, the tournament doesn't happen. And the whole Pioneer Days week doesn't happen without action.
It takes a lot of volunteer help.
It does.
Let me ask you about the softball tournament, because I've always been intrigued by this. I always read the reports of it. I see who's winning and who's losing. How do teams with people that are 20, 25 years old compete against teams that are in their 40s and 50s?
Well, teams that are 24 years out of high school right now. Class of 1988, they're the defending champions.
Is that right?
So class of 76, my parents' class, they've won it a few times. 82's won it a couple of times. 81 has won it. So really, these young classes are the ones who don't have a lot of championship experience.
They got to step up for it. Is it co-ed?
It is, yes.
So it's competitive, and we like to know who wins and loses, but it's probably just more for fun and camaraderie.
Absolutely.
Well, that sounds like it's a neat thing. How long does the tournament go?
It goes the entire length of Pioneer Days. It actually kind of kicks it off on the 7th. This coming Saturday will be the first game.
Okay.
They run all day, noon to 10 o'clock at night, Saturday and Sunday, and they'll run all week during the evening from 6 to about 10.
A good time to go back and see some people that you maybe haven't seen for a few years.
Absolutely. Many Negaunee alumni make it a point to plan their summer vacations around coming home for the second week in July. Pioneer Days is a great time.
Yeah, this is actually just an annual reunion of old friends and family from Negaunee.
Exactly.
What are some of the other stuff going on? I see you've got a princess pageant.
Yep, Pioneer Princess Pageant will be taking place on the Thursday night, the 12th, at 7:30, the high school.
All right. The Old Town Festival, Sunday, July 8th from 1 to 8 at Jackson Mine Park. That sounds like just something to bring the families and...
Absolutely. They got live music, they got food, a bunch of different vendors, a beer garden set up, and it's a nice little event they added to Pioneer Days just 3 years ago.
Now, we mentioned we were trying to figure out how long it's been around. This is the 33rd annual Pioneer Days.
Older than I am.
You weren't around for the first one?
No, I wasn't.
Well, when something's good and people get behind it, it keeps going on and on. Some other things that people want to look for, obviously the fireworks. I said I've been over to those fireworks. That's a great time. You've got a fun run and a walk as a part of this. What's the deal with that?
Well, Saturday the 14th is really the big day, if you will. For most
Saturday
people.
the 14th.
What they have is they have a fun run. It's a 5K run or a walk if you want to, down at the Heritage Trail between Negaunee and Nishpeming. It's at 8:30 in the morning. Then they have the parade, which goes mostly downtown and through some of the neighborhoods at 11:30. After that, you've got a community picnic that begins at 1 o'clock, being kicked off with a fireman's tournament down right by Teal Lake.
Okay.
And then they have an all-day community picnic, which has vendors, live music, a great family-oriented event that really spreads the entire length of the Teal Lake Beach on the Negaunee side.
Nice.
Being capped off with the fireworks, which started after dusk.
Saturday the 14th is kind of the big day.
Yes.
As far as bringing the family in and seeing a lot of different people, a lot of different events for just about everybody.
Yeah.
And I think you said if people still want to be involved in this, whether they want to be in the Princess Pageant or the parade or the softball tournaments, they can still do that.
Absolutely. It's not too late. Just visit the website, NegauneeIrontown.com,
right.
and you can find all the information there, at least some contact info, and it's never too late to jump on.
Sure. What's going on in Negaunee these days? Obviously, when you can keep a festival like this going alive and vibrant, good things are happening.
Absolutely. Negaunee is like any community, small town community, really friendly feel. A lot of, you wave to your neighbors, see people going by on the street. Of course, it's always, you see the same folks, and
Sure.
obviously, strong communities are really supportive of their local athletic teams. I know the softball and baseball teams were successful this year. The Negaunee Diamonds are playing this year as well. They just started their season up, and there's a lot of community support for many organizations.
The mines are still going strong.
They are.
Fox Negaunee expanding with 2 dealerships right on their lot there, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, right across the street from where I work, actually, at Eastwood.
That's right.
They got the brand new
Eastwood
dealership,
Nursing
of course.
Center. Yeah, very good.
And we just renovated the old one as well.
Yep. Okay. Well, things are going good in Negaunee. We've got Pioneer Days coming up. The schedule can be found at NegauneeIrontown.com if you want to find out when any of these events are, and if you want to participate, you still can.
Absolutely.
Wayne, congratulations on your appointment to the board. I think you're going to be a great member. Young people like you getting involved will keep these things going and successful.
I agree.
Wayne Johnson from Irontown, USA. Don't miss Pioneer Days in Negaunee. All right, thank you very much, sir. All right, stick around when we come back. We're going to be talking about Bay Cliff. You don't want to miss it. All right.
Summer is the perfect time to pack up and get on the open road. Take the summer road trip you've been dreaming of with a new vehicle from Fox Negaunee. Save money with 10 Chevrolet vehicles offering 30 miles per gallon or more, and save time with OnStar turn-by-turn navigation, all backed by a 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Plan the perfect family getaway in a new Equinox. Visit friends with a new Chevy Cruze or spend the summer outdoors with your new Chevy Silverado.
So pick out your Chevy and enjoy the summer. Fox Negaunee, Marquette County's hometown dealer, only the best.
Down here at Up Front and Company as usual, enjoying some good food. Join us. We tape on Tuesday nights at 6:30. You're welcome to come on down and be a part of our live audience. Well, I was talking earlier about Beacon House and the fundraiser they had. We're talking now about another great agency in our community called Bay Cliff Health Camp, and I've got a couple. I have a couple hogs with me here, and that's tough to say because you're wonderful people, but it's what you go by. You're part of the Harley Owners Group. I have Kathy and Joe Karikas with me. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
Bay Cliff, as we know, is another tremendous institution in the UP, been around for quite a while, helping so many people, not just in this area, but throughout the UP, and you people are involved in a fundraiser for that. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But you've also had some interaction and some experience with Bay Cliff on a personal level. Kathy, tell us about that.
Well, we're the parents of 2 children, adult sons that are disabled. Theirs is a little different than the kids that go there now. They're from ages 5 to 18. Their disability didn't come until later in life, so they do have an adult camp there that runs for a week in August, which they've participated in. And it's just a wonderful thing for them and others that are like them. They can go fishing, kayaking, anything that, they adapt. And they bowl with them, put them in the pool, and things that they don't get to do on a normal basis at home.
Yeah.
So,
I think years ago when Bay Cliff first got started, it was more specific to certain children with certain ailments or diseases. But over time, they've expanded their program so much to include so many different people. Like you say, now your adult-age sons,
right?
Which is great for them. Tell us about what is the condition that affects your sons?
They just have a very rare muscle disorder. It's a genetic disorder. They got a recessive gene from both my husband and myself. And they were normal kids running and playing until their early teens when they both developed a strange looking walk, and then it's just progressed now to they're both confined to wheelchairs now for, probably one was in 91 and the other one in about, what would you say, 97, 98.
Yeah.
So.
And what has Bay Cliff done for them?
They're with people that are like them, and they're just camaraderie and friendship, and they count the days down until they can go. So they're just sad that they can only go for 6 days, as compared to the kids now, they go for 7 weeks. So.
Well, from what I understand, and talking to Tim Bennett, the director out there, that the kids look forward to this so much, and your boys, adult-age boys, anybody who's going out there, they put that on their calendar, and they look forward to those days out there. It's so important to them.
There's even veterans from the VA that come. They're in their 70s and 80s, and they enjoy it just as much as the younger ones do. So.
Yeah, so you guys now are involved in some fundraising for this. Joe, as part of the Harley Owners Group, you guys for a few years now, and you can tell me how many years, have taken on this fundraiser. You sell raffle tickets to raffle off a motorcycle.
Yes.
When did this start?
Well, every year we raffle off a new Harley, and we have our bike show held in the American Legion out in Little Lake. and all the proceeds from our bike show and the bike raffle, we give to Bay Cliff.
Yeah, and you said it didn't start out that way, though.
No, it started out in 1986 was our first bike show, and that was held at Big Bonds, and all the money went to MDA. Okay, but unfortunately it went downstate, and we wanted to keep the money up here.
Yeah.
So what happened in 1988, Bay Cliff lost their funding, so we were able to pick up Bay Cliff.
Yeah.
And we've been doing this every year since then for Bay Cliff.
Well, a great example of people picking up where other funding, whether it's government or grants or whatever, people picking up the ball and raising funds to help these institutions survive. You've raised a couple bucks over the years, haven't you?
Yes. In 2011, we hit $1 million mark. We got $1,166,000.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. Just by selling $5 raffle.
The Harley Owners Group. The work you do is just tremendous. That's awesome. Now this year the bike rally is July 21st.
At the American Legion.
In Little Lake.
In Little Lake,
You just drive, if you're coming from Marquette, you just drive through town. Right. It's about the last thing you'll see before you head down south on 35.
Yeah, it's open to public.
Okay,
public's invited.
Okay.
And admittance is $5.
Okay.
We'll have bands there, we'll have vendors there, and refreshments.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you can buy tickets. Raffle tickets are for sale. All Harley Owner Group members are selling raffle tickets. They can be purchased at different businesses around town. I know Bald Eagle in Marquette, big supporter of this effort. You can probably buy tickets there.
Yep, and there's other establishments in town and out of town.
Yeah.
Ishpeming and Negaunee are really big for us.
Yeah,
they
good.
really help us out a lot.
Yeah, and tickets will be available at the bike rally as well.
At the show, the raffle is at 4 o'clock, so you can pick up tickets until 4.
Well, that sounds like a good time. And when you're done, if you want to, you could go down and then show some support for Big Bonds even after that.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's your personal choice. Okay, July 21st, the Hogs raffle. Win yourself a motorcycle. They scare me, but I'd take it out and give it a ride anyway. That'd be good. You guys are riders. You said you were just down in St. Ignace this last weekend selling tickets. Had a good time there. Hey, do you wear helmets? Let me ask.
I do.
Do you? Yeah.
I don't.
Joe? Well, you probably look good without it. You don't want to cover up that nice
that gray
silver
hair.
There you go. It looks good. All right.
I did not wear it here today because I would have had Harley hair.
Well, that's okay.
Hair by Harley
Good.
is what I
Thank
would
you.
have had.
All right. All right. Kathy and Joe Karikas, Hogs, doing great work for Bay Cliff, a great facility here in the UP. If you get a chance to support it, please do so. Okay, guys, thanks a lot for coming. Good luck with the bike rally.
Thank you.
All right. A little calendar when we come back, so stick around. All right.
City Insurance has you covered. Located on Washington Street, Marquette.
Restaurants. The trendier they are, the more they charge. At Big Boy, we don't chase the latest trend because we believe value never goes out of style. Whether you order from our menu or enjoy one of our hearty buffets, you'll discover that good food doesn't have to be overpriced. Imagine being able to afford to take your whole family out to dinner. It's not a trend, it's what we do at Big Boy.
Okay, all right. Back with no popular demand is the calendar. It's much maligned so far. It's our second edition. A lot of people don't like my calendar. Everybody does a calendar, they say, but only one show has the calendar, and that's right here on the Doug Garrison Show. I just want to touch base on a couple things that I think are important, that I like, that I think you might like. And let's, first off, is the Negaunee Pioneer Day. We talked about that earlier with Wayne Johnson. We don't have to spend a lot of time. Starts July 8th. The big day is July 14th. A lot of fun in Negaunee for Pioneer Days. Music in the Park is coming up in Mishigamme. It's Wednesday nights starting July 11th at the Mishigamme Township Pavilion. Check it out. It starts the 11th. They have music on the 18th, 25th, August 1st, and 8th at the Township Pavilion. get together in Mishigamme for some fun nights of music in this beautiful summer. The Marquette City Band and Music in the Park in Marquette beginning July 12th. Ice cream cones and flip-flops, that's part of summer. So is the Marquette City Band and Music in the Park at Presque Isle at the Pavilion. That's a fun night, both Thursday nights and Friday nights. The Marquette Band being directed by, of course, Steve Grugan. Okay, the Bay Cliff Open, do we have that on there? Yeah, I meant to talk about that when we were talking to our friends from the Hogs Group. We'll talk about it now. This is a fundraiser, a golfing fundraiser for Bay Cliff. If you've ever wanted to golf the Gray Walls Golf Course at Marquette but haven't had a chance, this is a great time to do it. This takes place on Gray Walls. You'd have a good time, and you'd be supporting Bay Cliff as well. This is happening July 12th. For more information, you can check out the Bay Cliff Open Facebook page or call our friend Jerry Garso at City Insurance. He'll get you registered for the Bay Cliff Open. Of course, the Hiawatha Festival at Tourist Park in Marquette, a huge annual summer event. My family's been many times. Some great music, good friends, good times. Check that out. It's camping at Tourist Park. With some of your closest friends. You can reach out and touch them. It's a good time with good music. That's July 20th through the 22nd, the 34th annual Hiawatha Festival. And of course, the Ride-In Bike Show, we talked about that with Joe and Kathy Karikas. That's July 20th and 21st. The event is the 21st at the American Legion in Little Lake. You want to check that out. Later this month, the Blueberry Festival, an annual event now in downtown Marquette. That's a Friday. Always fun to take Friday off and visit downtown Marquette. Enjoy some of our UP-grown blueberries. That's Friday, July 27th. For more information, visit downtownmarquette.org. Later this month, of course, Art on the Rocks. That's July 28th and 29th. It's now out on the rocks. It's down in the Lower Harbor. And of course, at the same time is the Outback Art Fair, also July 28th, 29th, and that's at Picnic Rocks in Marquette. And of course, every Saturday, downtown Marquette is the Downtown Farmers Market. So, some things that I think might be interesting to you. They're interesting to me. Don't ever say you're bored. Don't ever say you don't have something to do. There's plenty to do right here in Marquette County and across the whole UP. So that is the calendar for this week's episode of the Doug Garrison Show. Thank you very much. When we come back, it's Last Chance, so stick around.
There are many reasons for pre-planning funerals. Peace of mind, sparing family difficult decisions, paying for tomorrow's services at today's prices. But none is more important than making someone's loss a little less empty. Contact Canale Tonella Funeral Home for their free brochure on pre-planning.
Enjoy the golfing experience of a lifetime every day at Marquette Golf Club. Our two 18-hole championship courses offer everything from relaxing family fun to competitive golf as challenging as that found anywhere in the world. Our custom rate structure allows you to choose a membership package that accommodates your schedule and budget. And we offer reasonable daily fees, always available to the occasional player. In this day of green sensibilities, there's nothing more green than a day on the links at Marquette Golf Club.
I might know you. All right, okay, thank you very much. Thanks for sticking around. Hey, I forgot to mention, I'm wearing my shirt from that Beacon House Celebrity Golf outing. I think it looked pretty good on me, so I wanted to mention that. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I'm with Barry Gustafson here from Last Chance. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Well, thank you. Nice to have us.
Now, one of the reasons you guys are here is because you're going to be playing a fundraiser for Bay Cliff. Tell me about that.
Yeah, we'll be doing a show. It'll be at the Bikers Ball. What they're doing different this year is they're going to have it on Friday night instead of right after the show.
This is what we just talked about earlier.
Right. So starting things off on Friday, they're going to have the spaghetti dinner, and then they're going to have the bands. They're going to have us and Shotgun Kelly.
Okay.
So we'll be opening up the festivities with that.
Sounds good. Where else are you going to be playing upcoming?
We're
at Pioneer Days?
Yeah, we're going to be doing the night on the town. We'll be at Ed's Iron Inn, and that'll be on the 12th.
All right.
And that's the night on the town there.
Okay. All part of Pioneer Days. I see you guys at Flanagan's quite a bit too.
Oh yeah, we love the owners there, Pam.
Oh,
and
yeah,
Donnie,
it's a great
great
place.
people. So
Playing indoors or outdoors, it's all good.
Doesn't matter. Oh yeah,
Okay,
it's
good.
absolutely great time.
All right, why don't you tell me who's in the band here?
We got my brother Steve. That's my brother Steve.
All right,
Gustafson
hi
playing
Steve.
bass.
And on the drums?
We got Donnie Langlois.
Yeah.
We worked on him for about 8 months to get him to play drums again. He quit for about, 12, 13, 14
Yeah, he's
years.
back? Okay.
So we got him back. So.
Okay, well, good. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Last Chance.
Rather hurt myself instead of coming down. All these voices inside my head got me going down, down, down. You know what I said. Be afraid, walk away. Rather be by myself than to be alone with you. All these poisons inside my veins, they got me going. Tears down, Donnie. What I said. Be afraid. Walk away. I'd rather hate myself instead of fall in love with you. All these people inside my head, they keep bringing me down, down, down. You know what I said. Be afraid, walk away.
Guess what? You can get any new or used car financed in the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union for 3.9% APR. New or used. Got your eye on this new Escalade? 3.9%. How about this 75 Gremlin? 3.9%. Looking at this stylish Dodge Dart? 3.9%. How about a new Chevy Cruze? 3.9%. RV, boat, tractor? 3.9%. What about this DeLorean time machine? 3.9%. 3.9% auto loans new and used at the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union. Stop in and apply today.
The Doug Garrison Show is brought to you in part by Iron Bay Computer and Design. Iron Bay gives you the quality and service you demand. And by Cliffs Natural Resources, a global mining leader with local investment and impact. Cliffs Natural Resources. All right, it's been another good show. I want to thank our guests. We had Wayne Johnson here from the Negaunee Irontown Association talking about Pioneer Day starting July 8th. We had Joe and Kathy Karikas here talking about their experiences with Bay Cliff and the Hogs fundraiser. You can still buy a ticket to win a motorcycle, and all those proceeds go to Bay Cliff. And, of course, we had the boys here from Last Chance. Okay, join us here again next week on the Doug Garrison Show. Thank you very much. All right, let's get one more from Last Chance. Hit it.
There's a black man with a black cat. He's living in a black neighborhood. He's got an interstate running through his front yard. You know he thinks he's got it so good.